Video for Thursday night football between the Rams and the Saints. I think it's going to be a high scoring, entertaining game. So let's get started. I do have 5 picks, 3 Rams and 2 Saints players. And my first one I'm going to go with is Kyren Williams, a rising stud. You can target his rushing yards at 91.5, his original line. His demon line at 124.5 is a little bit too high. I mean, he does have a ceiling of 150. But I'm going to be taking his rushing attempts in this one at 19.5. I think this is going to get bumped to 20.5. If it gets bumped to 20, I still suggest you guys take it. But at 19.5, it's good value, and I'll be taking the over. My secondary option will probably be his rushing yards at 91.5. His fantasy score at 18.5. At 19.5 is a little bit too high for me. I mean, obviously he can cash it if he goes 150 yards, but he will need a touchdown for that and a couple receiving yards. But I'm going to go with his rushing attempts at 19.5. I think he's going to cash that. Next one I'm going with is Cooper Kupp. And for him, I'm going to be targeting his fantasy score at 16. Last 2 games, he's been smashing this. I think he's going to have a touchdown, which you want to target his demon prop. But I'm going to be taking his fantasy score. I'm hoping he gets to 80, 90 yards with the touchdown. So either or will be my top 2 targets. But I'm going to be taking his fantasy score in this one. Probably on another slip, I will be taking that demon touchdown prop. Next up I'm taking is Matthew Stafford. And for him, I am taking his fantasy score. I think he's going to have a couple touchdown passes. I think he's going to have somewhere between 250 to 300 yards. So I'm going to be taking his fantasy score just for the fact that I think he's going to have maybe two or three touchdowns in this game, maybe more. I think he's going to cash this. He's been averaging the 20s. So I'm going to be taking more. And with Cooper Kupp back and fully healthy now, I think Matthew Stafford's going to have a big game. Next Saint player I'm going to go with is Alvin Kamara, top Saints player. I'm going to be taking his receiving yards at 32.5. He can do it all. He can rush, he can receive. He's a quick runner, but at 32.5, hard to pass up. So you can see his past couple of games, he averages about mid-30s to 40. But any run, any receiving, he can usually take off and catch this. So I'm going to be taking that. His fantasy score is not bad for an alternate option at 15.5, but he would need a touchdown and maybe close to 100 receiving and rushing yards put together for the catch this at 15.5. So I'm going to just take the safe bet and take the receiving yards. And my last one I am taking is Taysom Hill. And for him, it's an easy prop at 6.5 receiving yards. I'm going to be taking that. He gets 2 receptions. One of them he can cash if he goes off, but I think I have 2 or 3 receptions for this. I'll be taking the over on that. So those are the 5 I'll be going with: Kyren Williams, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, all over fantasy scores. Obviously, Kyren over rushing attempts, Alvin Kamara over receiving yards, and Taysom Hill over receiving yards. Those will be my top 5 for tomorrow. I'll be targeting the stars of each team. So mix and match, pick your favorite. I'm pretty sure some of these props will get bumped. Hopefully you guys get these in. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.